hair looks like my 2-year-old feels. And she just threw an epic tantrum, but you know, mom life. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to be ourselves. Hey sis, I'm Sam. I'm a doula and mama of 4, here to give you some support and real talk about pregnancy, birth, postpartum, and beyond. We've planned with our baby registry. You've watched a couple of my other postpartum videos and you've decided that you're going to have DoorDash once a week bring your dinners to support you and your family. You've picked out your breast pump and read the instruction manual. We've done all of these things. My goal is to try to reduce your postpartum anxiety by helping you control what you can control. So if you'd like some tips on how to prepare mentally for postpartum, then keep on watching. As part of my postpartum prep series, today I'm going to be talking about how to prepare mentally for postpartum. There is so much information about pregnancy, about birth, about how to take care of baby. I mean, you're gonna get the reels from me, but not as much care and thought is taken into supporting moms, mothering the mother postpartum. You go through pregnancy, you see your OB or your midwife several times, but after you have your beautiful baby in the hospital, you won't see your OB again until your 6-week postpartum appointment. Or in my experience, I didn't even see my OB 6 weeks postpartum. I saw the support staff. I just felt like there's a huge gap in knowledge and support in this area. There can be a lot of fear around postpartum, a lot of anxiousness and nervousness, and of course we all know postpartum depression. Now I'm just your sis. I am not a medical professional. Please, please, please seek medical attention if you feel like you need to, or sometimes if the people around you feel like you need to. Sometimes we're just so far in it, we don't realize how much we've changed. A Harvard article states that 1 in 5 women have or experience postpartum anxiety. But what is anxiety? Anxiety is the fear of an unknown future. And if that doesn't describe parenthood in a nutshell, I don't know what does. And getting support, hey, girl, there's no shame in that. There are, however, some non-medicinal strategies that we can use as new mamas to help reduce the chances that we would experience postpartum anxiety. Now, we can't control everything, right? But what can we control? What can we try to plan for at the very least? The first one is cuddling with baby and really taking advantage of that lying in period. The second is spending time with other mothers. I want to put an asterisk next to this one because you don't want to be around the wrong types of mothers. You want those moms that aren't gonna flinch. What do I mean by that? If you get together with a mom and you're bringing your baby and you whip out your boob to nurse, they're not going to wince or look at you side-eyed. You don't want to be around those moms who are constantly sharing their postpartum horror stories or over-exaggerating the bliss that they felt postpartum. Great for them, but that might not be your experience in the moment, and then comparison is going to be the thief of your joy. Increasing your physical activity, getting out in the sunshine, getting out in the fresh air, remembering that there is life outside of your nursery, outside of your home, weaning gradually so that you don't have these huge fluctuations in hormone levels. And then of course, asking for help. Easier said than done, but I'm gonna give you a few more strategies on how you will feel less guilty about asking for help. Or rather, I should say, when I didn't use these strategies, I had a tougher time postpartum, just straight up. And I'm here to help you cross that bridge of postpartum and have it be a great memory for you to have for the rest of your life. The first thing that I'm doing is I have already scheduled a postpartum therapy appointment with my therapist. So I've already set myself up for a better chance at thriving in postpartum by going ahead and scheduling that postpartum therapy visit with her. What are we gonna do in that session? I'm gonna be decompressing, sharing my birth story in a real honest way. There can be a tug of war between how you're feeling and what your reality is. You can be feeling really low, but you have a healthy baby. You can feel both of those feelings, joy and low, at the same time. And in my therapy session, she's gonna give me the floor to really express how I feel in a non-judgmental, non-attached way. She's an unbiased party in my life. And that's something that I know I'm gonna need postpartum. Seeing my therapist is something that I can control, but something I can't control is other people's actions. And you are a cotton-headed nitty-muggin if you think that you can control other people's actions. In the hopes of preserving my relationship as much as possible, I have been having small, gradual conversations with my husband about what I am looking forward to about postpartum, what some of my worries are, and how I feel he can help me in that time. It's not a huge honey-do list or anything like that. It's really just three main things that when I think about what keeps me calm, what doesn't, it's really these three things. Number one, being a clean-ish home. When my house is cluttered, it makes my brain feel cluttered.
Mom, you have to change the diaper pail, and you put some food in Ollie's bowl. You know there's trash cans, right? The place is a mess. Hello?
What? Can anybody relate? But having a clean-ish home is important to me. I just feel like it has to be said that, hey, it's going to make my brain feel a lot more calm if there aren't wet towels on the bathroom floor. That's just all a girl is asking for. But if you are having multiples, if you are single mom in it, or if your spouse, partner, whomever, support person doesn't have paternity leave, doesn't have family leave to be with you as much as they probably want to be, then definitely use a service like care.com. I'm sure you've heard of it before in the terms of using it for babysitting. I have gotten babysitters and nannies from care.com, and I used to be a full-time nanny way back before I started having all these children. But now they've really expanded their services into gardening, lawn work, housekeeping, personal assistant type of work at home. And I actually have a link that you need to check out and see if it's going to be a good fit for you. I put it down in the description box below. But using a service like a care.com, calling a friend and having their teenagers come over and mow for you or help you run some laundry. It really does take a village to raise a child, but in those postpartum periods, we need people to surround the mother. We need people to surround the parents in that first transitional time and beyond. You might love that care.com housekeeping service. You might love the person that comes to your home and makes your home feel just like it would when you were doing the work yourself. Another thing that I am doing to help reduce my prenatal anxiety and hopefully will translate to reducing or eliminating a lot of postpartum anxiety is figuring out how I'm going to keep track of everything for this new baby. How are we going to keep track of nursing, pumping, formula, feeding, diaper changes, milestones, medications, all of that stuff? I have found an app called Baby Tracker. I use this with my other kids, and you can track all of the things I just mentioned. You can track how long you're pumping, how long the baby's nursing, what side the baby's nursing on, how many ounces of formula they're getting. Are we mixing breast milk and formula? Is someone else bottle feeding? How are you gonna keep track of the inventory of your breast milk in the refrigerator or in the freezer? Baby Tracker does all of that for you. My favorite part of the app is that you can sync it with other people who are caring for the baby. When I've had a babysitter or when my husband's taking care of the baby and they're giving the baby pumped milk or formula, they can log it in the app and I can see when I'm at work pumping how much my baby is eating and how much milk I need to try to provide to replenish the stock. It's fantastic. The next thing I asked of my spouse and that maybe you should ask from your support person is what's gonna help you feel normal? For me, it's an uninterrupted shower. Can I get an amen? An uninterrupted shower where I'm not gonna run out of hot water. So y'all better not be showering while I'm in the shower. Nobody's running dishes, nobody's running laundry. An uninterrupted, unlimited hot water shower for me, just me, in the quiet. I don't think that one needs any more explanation. If you have other kids, you might want to talk about how you guys are gonna support them. Is it gonna be solely on your support person? Do you think you're gonna have as much energy to help with the other kids and to spend time with them? Maybe it's unhealthy. Maybe I need to talk to my therapist about this. I could see myself getting a bit of separation anxiety if I'm with them every single day like I am now, and then after the new baby comes, their dad just whisks them away thinking with the best of intentions that that's gonna be the best option for me. On some days, maybe it is, but I just know consistently I'm gonna want them around, except for whenever I'm showering. I still need that uninterrupted. We're getting like super personal here. My goal is to try to reduce your postpartum anxiety by helping you control what you can control. Remember, anxiety is the fear of an unknown future, and there are a lot of unknowns with having a new baby. But I encourage you, as your sis, as your girl, to really start thinking about what can we do, what people do you need in your life, what do we need to plan for. Check out my other postpartum series videos to help you answer some of those other questions, and I'll see you in the next one. I got down here on the nursery room floor, and at 34 weeks pregnant, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get back up. Oh my God. See what I'm working with here, guys. See what I'm working with here. That's cute. Y'all can't tell me that's not cute, and you look cute too, sis.